I'm currently in Tooele, Utah, which is right outside Salt Lake City. I just got done delivering my load. That's where I delivered right there. I delivered some air conditioners and stuff. Guess they're getting ready for the summer. But it's still pretty chilly out here. It's like 50 degrees right now. You know, it's already May. But check out this view. Man, Utah is one of the prettiest states there is, especially in certain areas. And they still got a little bit of snow up there. I'm about to get this little workout in. Let's go. The most I have weighed in my entire life was 235 pounds. I'm pretty short, by the way. I'm only 5'6", and that was after being over the road for a little over 1 year towards the end of 2021. Obviously, I didn't gain that amount of weight within that time frame, but my weight did significantly increase by at least 40 pounds. My current weight as of today, May of 2024, is around 160 pounds. I haven't weighed this little since high school. That's over 10 years ago. The reason I was able to lose over 75 pounds was because I decided to start changing my daily habits. My weight loss journey started in January of 2022, right after New Year's. I hated myself for letting my body get so big. When you consume large amounts of calories, there's only one direction you're going to grow as an adult, and that's not up. I have good news and bad news. Losing weight, getting in shape, and getting back to being a healthy truck driver is actually pretty simple. The bad news is that if you want different results from what you're currently experiencing, you are going to have to do something different from what you are currently doing. Just by looking at 98% of you drivers, y'all are doing absolutely nothing for your well-being. But one thing that most truck drivers hate is changing their behavior. Nobody likes to change or wants to change because the process of changing requires a lot of work. When you decide to go on this weight loss journey, you're not going to know what awaits you on the other side. Some of you just might be too scared to find out what's at the end of the road and never start, while others will face fear head on, look it in the eyes, and show who's in control. You have to control what you shove down your throat. Control your caloric intake, and I promise you, you will start to lose weight. You have become complacent. That spot where you're sitting or laying down, where your body has made an indentation around that cushion, has become very comfortable. And in order to change that trucker's muffin top you carry around everywhere you go, you are going to have to get up and become very uncomfortable very quickly. This road that you have decided to get on is not working out for you. There are way too many bumps and potholes that keep magically throwing the good old Debbie snacks onto your lap. It is time to change direction. It is time to pump the brakes and get on a new road, a freshly paved and smoother road that's going to let you see more clearly where you're headed. Keep driving on the current road and a trucking disaster is what awaits you at your destination. Are your current habits giving you the results that you want? If the answer is no, the first step you need to do is admit that you're wrong. You have to say to yourself, my actions for the last 5 years have led me to where I'm at. And if I continue on this path, the people that need me the most will have to continue life without me. But all of that stops today. Today is the day that I will decide to change for the better of myself and my family. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not next week, not next month, or the beginning of the new year. Today. If you don't start today, I promise you, you will only keep moving the date forward and forward, and before you know it, 5 more years have passed. Admitting that you're wrong will mean that you have to accept that you have failed, but the game is not over when you fail. It is only over when you quit. Einstein said it best. You can't keep doing the same thing while expecting different results. That's insanity. Unless you're getting the results that you want, something has to change. If you have been trying to lose weight but have no results to show, you're stuck in a process called easy effort. Easy effort is hard work that feels easy, kind of like driving a truck when you first started, backing up the trailer in tight spaces, or driving through downtown in large cities. At one point in time, they were hard to do, but after doing it for so many times, it has now become easy work, hence easy effort. It doesn't require a lot of mental effort anymore. It doesn't need anything new from you. It'll make you feel like you're doing work, but it won't change the fact that it has now become easy. Real effort should frighten you. Like the first time you took the CDL driving test, easy effort is just another task you have to get through. Real effort demands improvement from you. Easy effort makes you remain the same. Real effort accomplishes something meaningful. Easy effort lets you tick a box on a to do list. Change happens when you have to try to do something new. That workout that you have been skipping because it requires you to do real effort, the meals that you should be cooking in your truck but instead are buying highly processed greasy burgers, that takes real effort to do. If you want to change your body, you have to do something different. Doing something different will be hard, but here is the good news. Those healthy habits will eventually become easy effort. They will become effortless. Think of any time you learn a new skill and what a pain it was when you first started. Think back to when you were trying to get your CDL, you had to learn all the laws that are required to operate a commercial moving vehicle, comprehend the different components of the truck while doing a pre-trip, understanding how the air brakes operate, etc., etc. It was hard at first. It was challenging. You might have even felt lost while other drivers around you seemed to know it effortlessly. The same thing will happen on your trucking fitness journey. At the beginning, it's going to feel like a lot of work. It is going to be tough while you try to adjust to a new daily routine. It'll be difficult trying to break away from your current bad habits, but you can do it, and after a few weeks, your new habits will take over, making what used to be hard to easy effort. You need new habits that will give you the results that you're searching for, but you will only achieve it if you want the results bad enough. When was the last time you pushed yourself in order to learn a new skill? Most of you truck drivers give a little bit of effort, but as soon as it starts to get hard, you'll start making excuses to make yourself feel better about yourself, like, I don't have enough time for this right now, or the type of schedule that I'm on don't allow me to do it. It is up to you to make the time and start doing what is necessary in order to get the results that you want. Stop seeking pleasure and stop avoiding pain. Pain is mandatory. Pain is what is going to build you. Pain is what is going to make you stronger. I'm busy, you're busy, we're all busy. A trucker's driver schedule is busy. So you're going to have to find a new excuse apart from that you're too busy to do anything that involves real effort. If I can do it, so can you. The difference between you and I is that those same excuses you're currently using, I used to use them a long time ago, but I was able to get rid of them. You need to throw those excuses out the window immediately. Real effort is going to be required to start the transformation process. One day you wake up at 5 a.m., while the next day your shift doesn't begin till 1 p.m. I know it's tough. I get it. The last thing you want to do after driving a long day is to work out, to cook a healthy meal, or to try to better yourself. Driving a truck is not hard work, but it is mentally exhausting. And when you're exhausted, the last thing on your mind to do is something hard. You are going to have to push through the days where all you just want to do at the end of the day is to go lay down, scroll social media, and then go to sleep. In order to achieve what you haven't been able to up to this point, something is going to have to change. And that change starts with you. You are going to have to dig deep inside your mind, dig deep inside your soul, and find that motivation that is required to get you started. Just be consistent, then discipline will soon follow. In order to separate yourself from other truck drivers, you are going to have to do what other truck drivers are not willing to do. If you can't stop drinking sugary drinks, if you can't stop eating chips and candy, if you can't stop indulging yourself with unhealthy foods, then you don't want to lose weight. It's that simple. You think you want to lose weight, but you rather give in to your toxic pleasures. You're stuck in a vicious cycle. You wake up in the morning, you tell yourself that you need to lose weight, you say today is the day that you're going to start to watch what you eat, you start to get motivated, you gain even more motivation by listening to a podcast or by watching a video. Everything is fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, at the end of your shift, you start to feel tired. Your body starts to feel drained towards the last couple of hours of driving, And when you finally come to a complete stop, you are so exhausted that you don't feel like doing anything today anymore. You tell yourself that tomorrow will be the day, and that day never comes. Why? Because the way you feel will always beat the way you think until you break that cycle. Eating something that you know you're not supposed to eat has a way better feeling than having to get up and do something you don't feel like doing. That is called guilty pleasure. You rather feel guilty about eating 2 slices of pizza and enjoy the short term pleasure than having to almost force yourself to eat something that might be more bland, something that doesn't hit the taste buds the same, but is 1,000 times more nutritious to your body. That's the hard part, trying to break the cycle that you have been stuck for years. Please don't think that I'm a complete health nut. I like my cheat meals. I enjoy them very much. Difference between the old me and the new me is that now I get to enjoy my cheat meals versus I used to feel horrible about myself after eating them every day. Nowadays I eat about 75 to 80% clean, but that is only because I was consistent for 2 years on creating new habits and changing my daily routines. In the beginning, there are no cheat meals. There are no cheat days. You haven't earned that right yet. The time will come, but it is not right out the gate. You must break your bad habits. You must break the toxic cycle that you're circling every week. Slow and steady wins the race. Start small. Start with cutting out minor things. You know what they are. You don't need me to point them out for you. You don't need me to hold your hand. If you can't start with the small things, then you're going to have a tougher time dealing with the bigger things. Delay gratification. I guarantee you, your future self will thank you. Looking decent and presentable in today's trucking day and age is not hard. The bar has been set extremely low. Just with a few minor changes to your appearance, and you'll start to feel out of place at the truck stops. There are stereotypes of how truck drivers look, and if I was you, I wouldn't want to be thrown into that stereotype. It is not a good one to associate yourself with. Ask yourself, what will happen if you continue eating the way I am? What will happen to my body in 1, 3, 5 years? What does my future trajectory look like? If you don't commit to changing your eating habits, I will tell you what is going to happen. That trucker muffin top will only get bigger, your breath will become shorter, energy levels will be so low while trying to do fun activities with the wife and kids during home time, more prone to sickness, and doctor visits will become more regular. Does that sound enjoyable to you? Does that sound like something to be excited about? To tell your kids that you don't have the strength, the power, the capability to play with them after not seeing them for several weeks? Don't get me started about the bedroom situation. I mean, 5 pumps in and you already wanted to call it quits. It is not just about you. You have people that depend on you. You have to start thinking about them. Maybe after you stop being selfish, you'll start to do something about that trucker's muffin top that is on the verge of popping. Move away from pleasure and start to get closer to pain. Embrace the pain. Get to know it well. The sooner, the better. That long, steep hill that has been in front of your face, that you have been trying to figure out a way to go around it, it has to be climbed. But will you climb it is the question. There is no other option. So you can either stare at it the rest of your life, or you can make the dreadful decision to finally start to climb it. How do you start? One step at a time. You don't have to sprint up the hill. Take your time. I know you just want to be at the top already. I know you want the shortcuts, you want the hacks and the boosters to get there faster, but we are trying to create life-changing habits, and you have to start by taking small steps. Anything that comes fast and easy is not worth having in the first place. It is time to skip the fast food and the late night snacks.